What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's ya boy, Dead on Dave, and we just finished up with the final WWE event before Fastlane. Fast lame, probably, but that's okay. Yes, it's the final event before the final event before WrestleMania. This is the pay-per-view that usually gets lost in the sauce, and we're going to see if that's exactly what's going to happen this Sunday. But that's then. This is now. We've got SmackDown to talk about. We got copious amounts of notes. We got phone calls to take, and we're going to do all of that. Please let me get through all of the nice little thing of things and the copious amounts of notes before you start calling. But don't worry, we're going to power through it like a friggin' prom night high school boyfriend. We're going to power through that thing. And we're going to fuck this review real good. And then we're going to take your calls, your comments, your concerns, your hopes, your dreams, your prayers, your quips, your fuck yous, anything that you might have, and a whole lot more. We're going to take it. We're going to love it. We're going to dissect it. And I'm going to throw it back at you. Big shout out to everybody who's joining me live. Joseph Martin, Derek Bradford, Zion Smith. Yes, I have a Zion in my chat. Do you have a Zion on your chat? Probably not. Pittsburgh boy, Adrian Alex Poe, Terry, I think I saw in there, Sal Cajeda. Yeah, we got fake ass twat. We got all kinds of people up in here hanging out. Black Lagoon, XLT Live Podcast stopping by, even though he's doing his own review over at XLT Live Podcast. So if I suck, you can go check him out. But check him out later. I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Watched the SmackDown earlier, took the notes, and now we're going to kick some ass. But make sure before anything else happens, you hit that like button. You give a Dean Ambrose elbow drop on to that like button. All right? You give some love to that like button. Okay, subscribe to the channel. Like this video. Let's get right into it. First thing, no Mario. No Ranello tonight. And I had to see Cole. I had to see Michael Cole, man. That never makes me happy. I never get happy about seeing Michael Cole. It sucks balls. What are you going to do? You're going to get through it. Luckily, we got Kevin Owens to start out the show. We got him coming out being thrilled about being the Intercontinental Champion, rubbing Michael Cole's little face and the fact that he has the Intercontinental Championship belt back around his waist. Man, very contentious with Michael Cole tonight. Really thought that was good. I thought, look, I'm not used to saying Michael Cole and good in the same damn sentence, but I'm going to give some love to that dynamic. It's hysterical. It's very funny. It works. They're absolutely, just, they do have a chemistry. But to be fair, Kevin Owens has a chemistry with everybody. This is kind of just what Kevin Owens does. He's very good at just beating people up. So he's out there, beating people up on the microphone and in the ring. So he's out there for the Lucha Dragons and Dolph Zigzag versus the League of Nations. God, I hate the League of Nations. But you know what? At least they're together. It's a faction that is actually doing something. So that's a good thing, right? Yeah. All right. So the match, not a terrible match. I actually thought it was a really good match overall. Everybody got in a lot of good offense. Huge dives, lots of big spots. They decided to go big with it. I feel that Sin Cara is getting back to that place that he was before I started taking a dump on him, or he is kind of just coming into his own, taking the big moves, not really worried about his safety and all that good stuff, which is good. I don't mean it like it's good that he's not worried about his safety, but I feel like he was in his own head for a few weeks, mainly when he's in there with Alberto Del Rio. But tonight, even when he took him on during the match, it didn't really seem like he was worried about many things, where he was just relaxed, confident, and he was just kind of going through what he does. When he does that, I think he's really, really good. When he overthinks things and he tries to do a little bit too much, I feel like he botches, and I feel like he makes a lot of mistakes that he normally wouldn't make. Overall, I thought the match was really well done. Owens getting a big distraction, allowing Sheamus to hit a nasty bro kick that, Jesus Christ, Ziggler oversells, but that's what Ziggler does. My God. It's crazy. It's what he does, man. He sold that bro kick, man. He hit that thing hard. He hit it hard. Like porn star hard. Like hardcore gay porn hard. That's how hard he sold that bro kick. And it looked like his head got taken off, clean off his shoulders. But it was a good finish. Owens getting the distraction there. I'm really hoping Ziggler does not end up taking the Intercontinental Championship off of Owens, but you never know at this point, especially when it comes to Kevin Owens. You just don't know what they're going to do. No idea. I don't even think they know what they're going to do half the time, and that's kind of the point. They're like, we're just doing things. I feel like sometimes with certain guys, it's like that scene from Batman, when the Joker's sitting there in the hospital. You think I have a plan? Do I look like a guy who has a plan? I just do things. I'm like a dog chasing after a car. I wouldn't know what I'd do if I actually caught one. I just do things. That's kind of how I feel sometimes. But when it's Owens, you're always going to get something good out of these things. So it's not that big of a deal. But it is a lot of fun, to see these guys go at it. So it should be a decent match on Fastlane. Don't worry, though. We're going to get into all the Fastlane stuff here in the next couple of days when I do a live prediction show. Yes, live prediction show for Fastlane, where I'll be taking your calls, getting your predictions for Fastlane. So don't worry about doing it tonight, because we're going to do a whole show devoted to it. We're going to touch all of the nice little lady parts and maybe even some of the man parts of Fastlane. We're going to check it for prostate stuff. We're going to do all that good, and we're going to get a good inspection. Make sure it's healthy, which I'm pretty sure it's not, but that's okay. After that, we get Sasha Banks and Tamina, which, yeah, it happened. Oh, it wasn't a terrible match. It wasn't a very long match. Basically, anything Sasha does, I'm down with. I'll give it a chance. I have no problems with watching it because it's Sasha Banks. Tamina is becoming quite effective with some of the things that she's able to do. I like when she's screaming incoherently. You can never understand the word that she says. She just kind of puts knees into places and just, Sasha ends up getting a really awkward submission hold. It looks like she just hit the wrong angle on her second half of the bank statement. She didn't do the first half because Tamina's far too big to flip her over like that. But she was just out of position on the second half, and then she had to tweak it again. And Tamina did the one tap. She just went. Then the bell rang, and she just started. It's kind of funny. It's kind of what Tamina does. It's kind of what David does. Fake ass twat says, Dave, I'm about to post my poem. Could you read it? It would get me off. See, I could do that. I'd be happy to read your poem because you asked nicely, and I know that it will give you sexual pleasure. And Dave is here to give all of you sexual pleasure right in your ear vaginas. Right in your ear vaginas. Dave comes here to fuck your ears because that's what he does. He gets up in there and makes love, sweet, sweet love to your ear holes. So absolutely, fake ass twat, I'll read your poem. Hopefully it's not too vulgar. If it is, oh well. After the match, Naomi and Tamina take it to Miss Banks, Little Miss Boss, but Becky makes the save, pisses Sasha off. They get a little rigmarole, and then they get in each other's face backstage, and Becky's like, which translates something into, we need to be friends because we don't want to lose. And Becky's like, shut up, bitch. And Becky's like, which once again translates to, let's just be friends and get through it. So they're friends, kind of, and they do this really nice, what is this? And they pose, and they give themselves, it was a great poster pose. It was fantastic. It really was good. I was very happy. Very happy with it. Big ass twat, I said I'd read your fucking poem. You said please. I said I'd read it. Jesus Christ. What do you want me to do? Fucking write it in the stars, a million miles away. I'm tired. Next up, we're going to get our answer to whether Chris Jericho will take on AJ Styles. It was in doubt. We never knew it was going to happen. But The Miz ends up interrupting. And The Miz attacks Chris Jericho because they have a match. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So Miz and Jericho. I hope that nobody's mistaking what I was saying about Becky Lynch. I like Becky Lynch. I'm a fan of Becky Lynch, but I mean, I'm doing a public service by translating what she said. Because what she said was, I'm just translating. Because that's what good people do. So I'm just translating for everybody so they understand. So there you go. So The Miz and Jericho. Miz, God, it pains me. It's very hard. It's very hard to give Miz credit, but I'm going to. Because, again, Miz did a fantastic job. Again. I mean, it's crazy. Did a fantastic job yet again. He just does a great job of doing what he does. He's getting nobody's giving the credit. Now, like, people always want to say that he's just a really good guy on the microphone, which I think is debatable. But his in-ring work has gotten so much better. Fake ass twat. You haven't read it yet, Dave. I posted it. No, you didn't. If you did, I didn't see it. I don't see it. So, now I feel like I'm getting fucked with, because I don't see it. Oh well. If you post it, I'll read it. If not, I don't give a shit. And if you really want to get it read, donate to the channel. Donate to the channel if you want to get something absolutely read, because I really don't. I swear to God, I don't see it in the chat. But if you do want to have it on there, go ahead and donate to the channel, and I'll read whatever you have. I have to read it by law. By law. If you put it in the old donation tab. Yeah, so you can donate to the channel right in the description box below. If you love you some Dead on Dave and you want to give some love and help the channel continue to flourish, because we're just poor people here, you can go ahead and donate to the channel. Hey, if you tip your barista at Starbucks, that probably takes a loogie in your coffee. You can go ahead and donate to the copious fat man. There you go. All right, fake ass twat. Finally, here's his fucking poem. Here we go. It's natural, organic. It's easy and fun. If you don't know how to do it, ask your parents how it's done. Because everyone is doing it, and boy, does it feel grand. Masturbators of America, give yourselves a hand. There you go. There you go. Very nice. I'm all about spreading awareness of the masturbator. We all do it. We're all connected. Masturbation. There you go. I feel dirty reading it, but there you go. All right, so once again, back to The Miz. For some reason. Yes, no, The Miz did a really good job with Jericho, man. These guys had a really nice match. Again, Miz has done a good job of being a weird third guy in this entire situation. He's gotten good matches both out of AJ Styles and Chris Jericho. I feel like they could do more with The Miz. I mean, except just being almost an enhancement talent. And that's what he's doing. So, got to give him a little bit of love, a little bit of credit, because he does a good job with him. Miz gets the win, or Miz loses to Jericho. He taps out to the walls of Jericho. They have a nice match out of it. And then Jericho, who is now completely out of breath, calls out Styles. Says, I have respect for you, AJ. But I don't like you, baby. Come on, AJ. No, I'm not doing any favors for AJ Styles. And he won't give him the rematch, which everybody thought it was stupid. Why AJ doesn't grab a microphone here, I don't understand. Grab the microphone and say what you want to say on the microphone. All he had to say was, so there's nothing I can do, Chris, to change your mind. Because that's what he says without the microphone in his hand. Because nobody can hear you if you don't have a fucking microphone in your hand, right? Holy shit. Holy shit. So he doesn't grab the microphone. He's like, there's nothing I can do, huh? And then he punches Jericho right in the face hole. And then he throws the microphone back to Jericho. And he says, you want this match? You want this match, baby? Ask him. Then you'll get it. But Styles, you're going to regret it. So we're going to get the third match in this series at Fastlane, which should be actually a really good match. I'm expecting it to steal the show. These guys should really, really, really go after it. They've had two nice matches, and they have gone up in excitement and depth and ring psychology. The whole thing. The matches have just improved steadily, each one that we saw, and I'm expecting a real classic out of these two, pulling out all the stops for Fastlane. I mean, this is kind of going to be AJ's cementing. You know, this is going to be his I Belong match, and it should be a lot of fun. Because if we're talking about The Miz putting people over, Jericho is going to have the greatest, or I guess the worst, win-loss record in the Hall of Fame when he gets in. Because Jericho puts everybody over. Jericho invented putting people over. It's what he does. My God. And then my water's been on the camera the whole time. Man, I'm terrible. I really am. Yes, I don't think there's any doubt that Jericho is losing this match, but still, should be a lot of fun. Should be a lot of fun. So let's get back to it here. The New Day are backstage, and they're kind of just goofing on the whole practice speech, which, why not do a early 2000s, late 90s goddamn basketball joke? Hey, let's stay relevant. Whatever the hell that was. That was a long time ago. Practice? I'm just talking about practice. We talk about practice. Edge, Christian, New Day. Makes complete sense that they did it because they're making fun of Edge and Christian being out of style, out of date. And it's exactly what they're doing. And they just see, even the things that you want to make fun of about the Allen Iverson practice stuff, it's relevant because of the fact that they're talking about a relic from the past, an Edge and Christian. Just everything they do makes sense, and it's going to be a lot of fun. That whole segment at the Cutting Edge Peep Show should be a lot of fun because I'm fairly confident, since they do not have a match at Fastlane, which really does kind of bug me, since they don't have a match, that they are going to be getting a new feud. You'd have to assume, right? Somebody is going to be making their debut, and with any luck, it's going to be Cass, Enzo, and Carmelo. With any luck, that's going to be the case. I'm hoping that's going to be the case because, man, do we need another match or another team for the New Day to feud with. My God. And it needs to be a top face team, and I think that's exactly what we're going to get with Cass and Enzo. And this is a really good situation for them to debut, and they should get a good rub from Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian then getting their whole own show after the pay-per-view, which I gotta be excited. I'm just as excited about watching. I gotta be honest, I should say. I'm just as excited about seeing Edge and Christian's show that totally reeks of awesomeness as I am the Fastlane, because I'm not that excited about Fastlane, and I'm super excited about Edge and Christian's show. That looks to be hilarious. It's going to be stupid, but it's going to be funny, and I'm very excited about it, because I like stupid funny. Hence this show. So after that, we got Charlotte versus Yes, epic sneeze! The sneezes get whimsical here live on the SmackDown review. That's right, baby. Charlotte versus Natalya. It's kind of the same thing we keep seeing. Look, the best thing I can say about this match, because you knew it was going to happen, Natalya was going to be putting over Charlotte yet again. The best thing I could say about this match, and it's not even that it was bad by any stretch, because it wasn't. Natalya's outfit, where she's like 70% of her outfit is sheer. It's like nylon, and you can just like see through it, and you're just seeing Natalya's gorgeous, sexy little body. God, she's pretty. I love this outfit. My God. And of course, Charlotte gets the victory with the figure eight. Makes Natalya. She really cranked on that figure eight tonight, right? My God. It looked good. It was a decent little match. I kind of wish they'd let these two go a little bit more. I wish everybody wished Natalya would have just a little bit more stuff. More matches, more wrestling. We want to see more Natalya because she is fantastic. I think some people also are tired of her as well because they're tired of hearing about that we should get more Natalya. Well, the reality is we should get more Natalya. It's not good when they're only featuring a handful of women. It's a division, not a faction. A faction is 5 people. A division is a division. Hell, they're doing that cruiserweight thing. I kind of like to see a Divas program, just like that cruiserweight tournament, but a Divas program, not Total Divas, just where, a half hour on the network each week, maybe an hour if they think they can put that much content, where it's just Divas matches. Just everyone on the roster just getting to fight a little bit. That'd be fun. I'd like to see that. R-Truth and Goldust once again continue their little thing where they're trying, are they going to be a tag team? Are they not? Goldust now goes the rapping route, which is actually pretty funny. R-Truth shuts him down yet again, will not be his partner. They've got to end this, right? They not end it. They got to become partners. I think that they've gilded this lily for as long as they possibly can. It's time to let's go, After that, we get an extraordinarily long Kane, Ryback, Big Show versus Wyatt family recap, and then their match is announced. Like, we're supposed to care about this. Like, we really need to care about this, correct? It has to happen. Oh, please, let's have this fight. No, nobody wants to see Kane, Ryback, and Big Show. And look, I'm not going to beat up on the Big Show that much because, everyone knows how I feel about the Big Show. I'm tired of him, right? However, he did a great job on Austin's podcast. But regardless of how good of a job he did on Austin's podcast, it doesn't change the fact that I'm unbelievably tired of seeing the Big Show in the ring. I respect everything the Big Show said on that podcast. His stories were good. I like the fact that he's still having fun. He's doing, and everybody likes working with him. He puts people over, helps people get over, blah, blah, blah. But it's fucking terrible to watch sometimes. It's giving me eye cancer. And it's time. Enough is enough. And he has not helped get the Wyatt family over. I mean, I don't know who you could point to. And I'm not trying to beat up on the Big Show here. But I don't know who you can point to that the Big Show has had feuds with that has said, oh, he got over. Look, they tried to do it with Eric Rowan, and for some reason the Big Show ended up squashing him and burying him in a spot where they should have put Rowan to try to help him get over. In that stupid stairs match at TLC, like 2 TLCs ago or whatever. It was supposed to be it looked like Rowan was going to be getting some momentum, and then Big Show squashes him. It was just very, very strange, right? Big Show didn't help Reigns get over at all. In fact, he's a big reason why Reigns' development took so long to really pop, because you can't look good in the ring with this guy unless you're superbly talented, and unfortunately Reigns is not. So we get all these situations, and we're supposed to care about the Big Show, but the fact is, his work, his effort is not helping anybody get over. It's just not. So, but once again, we got to sit through another match with the Wyatt family without even Bray Wyatt. So I guess it's just going to be the Wyatt family getting all juiced up and powered up because they're probably going to attack Brock Lesnar at the end of Fastlane. More than likely, that's what's going to happen, right? So I still think that's the plan. Where the Wyatts are going to attack Brock Lesnar to set up WrestleMania. I have to believe that's going to be the plan, because I don't know how they're going to get Roman over without doing that. Because you can't have him pin Brock Lesnar, because Brock can't lose the momentum. He can't lose clean. He's got to be taken out by somebody. So more than likely it's got to be the Wyatts. And they've gone ahead, and especially with this main event tonight, they've really just said, screw it. There is obvious tension with Reigns and Ambrose, because, hell, they went at it a little bit tonight. Roman hit some moves on his brother. But I don't think when those two do come to fisticuffs, they've done a good job of not making it a heel turn, because they know that if one turns on the other, particularly Dean Ambrose turning on Roman Reigns, it's not going to matter. In fact, it's just going to bury Reigns more, because Ambrose will get cheered for it. So they have handled that well, because I think if they would have done what everyone was saying was going to happen, that's Dean Ambrose turning on Roman, then it would be bad for the development of Roman Reigns, because he can't survive that. Dean Ambrose is so goddamn over. So it's going to be one of these situations where, do you want to go with the guy who's insanely hot, or do you want to stay the course? But they did a good job, because, look, the main event was decent. About as decent as you can hope with the Dudley Boys at this point. They were aggressive. They were mean, blah, blah, blah. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose did Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose things. There was nothing fantastic here, but it wasn't supposed to be fantastic. It was simply supposed to eat up some time until Brock Lesnar's music hits. And I got to be honest, I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm getting a little bit exhausted with the fact that Brock Lesnar continues to get touted for events, and then all it is waiting for the last 5 minutes of a show, and then Brock Lesnar coming out and interfering in a match. I mean, that is the extent of a Brock Lesnar appearance. And I get that he's a special athlete and he's a special attraction, but Jesus Christ, man, sometimes I just want to see a regular match of Brock Lesnar. Wouldn't that be nice? I just use him in a more unique way. He doesn't just have to be this walking chaos. He can't do it forever. That's why I feel like it's coming to a point where at WrestleMania, he's got to give that rub to somebody. It can't go another year. We can't keep seeing the same thing. He needs to lose definitively to somebody, put them over, and then kind of go to his... We don't see him for 6 months, and then we see him come destroy that guy later on. Something like that. Get right back into the title picture. But that's what's got to happen, because this whole same thing over and over with Brock, it's getting exhausting. In fact, the most interesting thing that's happened, particularly with SmackDown tonight, that involves somewhat the Brock Lesnar thing, was Dean Ambrose's amazing promo with the Paul Heyman, earlier tonight, which I completely forgot to talk about. You know, it was great. It was really, really good. I enjoyed the shit out of that. I thought that was hysterical. In fact, I think that's one of Dean Ambrose's best promos we've seen him cut. That was hysterical. He was just absolutely riding Heyman. That was really, really well done. Heyman, he's so good at acting like a coward. It was funny. It was well done. It was well constructed, and it shows a hell of a lot of versatility out of Mr. Lunatic Fringe. So I was very happy with that. Very good segment. But the main event, it was what it was. Brock Lesnar comes out, beats up everybody, punches people in the face, suplexes them, and all that good shit. And and then eventually it leads to Roman Reigns absolutely botching a spear on the Dean Ambrose. It looked like it was supposed to be a spear onto Brock, and Brock olays him. First, it looked like Dean was not turned for it properly, but instead of spearing him and just going with it out of the weird angle, he decided just to run right into Dean. Roman did, and it just looked weird. And they were just like, hey, we collided. So that was strange. And then Dean tries to hit him with the dirty deeds and they're done with sheep. Dirty deeds and they're done with sheep. And it didn't work out very well. He gets Samoan dropped. And then the Samoan badass gets F5, caught in that hurricane by Brock Lesnar. The question is, do you give a shit about this match? But what do? They try to give a little bit more of a shit to it by having by having Triple H come out and just, wear the title, even though he has done nothing with the title since winning the damn thing, and teasing him and Brock Lesnar. So there you go. That was the ending. That's our last image before Fastlane. So the question is, does anybody give a shit about this triple threat? I'm trying to. I'm doing the best I can, but it's not working out too well. So overall, I'm stuck this week in the high sixes. It wasn't fantastic. It wasn't bad either. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and give this show a 7. I thought it actually was a fairly good show. If you want to get overcritical because it's a go-home show, then okay. I could see that. I could see getting really upset over that fact. It's a go-home show. We need more. But, I don't know. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was a fairly decent show. 6.75 to a 7, something like that. Let's take some calls, man. It's time to open it up. Matt J., you're the first caller tonight with Dead on Dave Live. You are live. What you got?
Well, I guess you have the same fear I do, and that is Dolph Ziggler defeating Kevin Owens at Fastlane.
I do have that fear, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Let me tell you why I do. Well, first of all, we all know when someone gets the upper hand on the other guy on the go-home show. We know that guy usually ends up
That's
losing
not as true as it used to be, but that's not necessarily as true as it used to be, especially with the fact that you have 2 go-home shows now in the same week. But I know what you're saying. I don't think it's necessarily an obvious sign that... And look, you could point to Kevin Owens' last title reign, or the last time he had a match with Dean Ambrose. Everybody thought that Kevin Owens was going to be definitely taking the belt back off Ambrose. Ambrose ended up retaining. So, look, I don't think it's necessarily a death sentence because he got the upper hand tonight. But you're a... How do I put this nicely? You're a Kevin Owens mark. So I understand.
Oh, no, I am. I've been saying that for months. I am.
So I understand why you'd be upset. But don't be too upset. Don't be too worried because I do think he's going to win this match.
I mean, there's just no way they could take it off of him six days afterwards. There's just no way.
Well, there's a way.
Happen.
I wouldn't see. Now you're going the wrong way here. I wouldn't say no way because there certainly is a way. I don't see it happening. But you never know.
Well, also the pay-per-view is also in Dolph's hometown, so
yes, very true.
I mean,
but by that logic, the Miz is going to come out and win the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, you never know. Well, I don't see the point in him dropping it. I think he should hold it to WrestleMania and drop it there. That'd be the smart thing to do, but
I don't think he needs to drop it at all. That's the beauty of Kevin Owens. I think that he can have a really lengthy run with the Intercontinental Championship, especially because there's no clear-cut next feud for him at this point, unless they do end up deciding to go somewhere out of left field and have Brock Lesnar and him at WrestleMania, which is what I want to see, but I know we're not going to see.
You think there's a way Sammy can do double duty?
I don't think it's a good idea. I'm not in favor of those two fighting at this year's WrestleMania. I think it'll get lost. I don't feel there's enough time to properly give Sammy his welcome and just to throw him in there. Look, because if they're going to bring him in now and they're going to do that fight, that means the night after Fastlane, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens has got a star feud, and we're just going to see all they do is get in each other's faces and punch each other in the face. That's their gimmick. So do you really want to see that for, literally almost 2 months, but we're 6 weeks, 5 weeks, whatever it is, before WrestleMania? I just kind of want to see something a little more subtle out of these two, so I'm not looking for them to burn it too fast. I don't like the idea of going with that for WrestleMania. I think SummerSlam would be a good point to have it, and then maybe do it again at next year's WrestleMania for the title. I think that would be fantastic. It just, when you have such an obvious candidate for Kevin Owens at WrestleMania in either Brock Lesnar, which I've been touting for months, or AJ Styles, I just don't see how you don't go with that.
I mean, to me, the Lesnar thing is completely out of question now that he has the IC title.
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, I don't know if you heard I'm not trying to come off like a Kevin Owens mark here once again, but there was a report that he pitched to be Taker's opponent, and they immediately turned him down on it. So I don't see them.
He requested it. He requested it like look. I hate those stories because literally everybody requests to be Taker's opponent. Everybody wants that spot. So it's not a surprise that he asked for it. And yeah, it's not a surprise they shut him down because it's a no-win spot. Kevin Owens, and I think that shows exactly who Kevin Owens is. Kevin Owens is fantastic because he knows if he takes that match, he's losing. Kevin Owens understands that losing doesn't mean jobbing. Losing doesn't mean burial. Losing sometimes is a very effective form to get yourself over. I mean, hell, all Bray Wyatt's done against The Undertaker and many other people is lose, yet Bray Wyatt's still right there towards the top of the card. So Kevin Owens understands that. He understands wrestling better than any of us possibly could. So it doesn't surprise me that he wanted that match, but it also doesn't surprise me that Taker or that Triple H probably is the guy who was like, no, no, let's not do that.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want him to lose that Mania. Probably.
No, he wants to protect him.
Yeah, but I mean, it just makes me sick that they were thinking about Strowman and Taker, and like they just denied Owens immediately. But oh yeah, let's do Strowman and Taker because that's what everybody wants to see.
Well,
I mean,
sometimes it's not about whatever. You got to understand something, and I'm gonna defend Vince a little bit here, because Vince is 70 years old. He's grown up in this business where spectacles have always been at the forefront of the biggest events of the years. And you can say what you want about Braun Strowman not being ready, and it's 100% true. He's very green. He probably shouldn't even be on the roster, to be 100% honest. But the reality is, the mindset is quite correct. I mean, these big guys, these huge spectacles has always sold and probably always will, even when they're not the best situation. Hell, the only time that I can think of that was an absolute 100% failure on the big stage was the Giant Gonzalez match with The Undertaker, which honestly, at the time, while it sucked, it was horrible, it still looked cool. You had that great visual because Giant Gonzalez had the dong hair on the costume. It was wonderful. So, but I'm not saying it's what we need. I'm saying I can understand why Vince will continue to go to that well, because that's what he knows. It's a circus mentality. And if that's all he was giving all the time, then we can damn him. Then we could say, fuck, man, we need to get rid of this. But he has a balance. There is other matches on the card. Besides, who's a better matchup for the... I don't want to see Kevin Owens and The Undertaker. Even if there was a chance that Kevin Owens was going to win and all that stuff was off the table, that match cannot possibly be good. There's only one true opponent for The Undertaker, and it's Sting, if Sting's able to get into the ring. That's the only fucking match that makes sense. That's it.
Yeah, I just don't want to see him face Strowman. I mean, it's just anybody else for me.
No, I'm with you there, but I understand the mindset.
Yeah, I mean, it's whatever, but...
What's your rating tonight, Mr. Owens Mark?
I actually really thought it was a really good show. I thought Miz was great again.
Yeah.
Him and Jericho had a really great match, I thought.
I cannot beat up on the Miz very much. I mean, he's had a great 3-4 weeks. Really, really strong.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing his job, man, and he's doing it damn well. So SmackDown tonight, I'm going to give it a 7.75. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm a little closer to 7, but yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show. I appreciate the call, Matt. You have yourself a good night, buddy.
See you for the prediction show, man.
I'll see you there, pal. And I'm sure it'll be a Kevin Owens heavy prediction show out of you.
Yes, it will.
Take it easy, man. Matt J, everybody. Matt J. Let's take another call. 718-718. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, Dave?
What's up, man? What you got for me?
What is going on? Dave, could you ask me if I gave a fuck about tonight's main event?
No.
I did.
I don't want to ask you anything. No, I'm not going to ask you that question.
I don't understand. You're going to book they gave it 20 minutes for that main event, 20 or 15, just so it could be a DQ. Like SmackDown always ends.
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. That's exactly what they're going to do.
I don't want to see this every week.
Because it's SmackDown, and SmackDown is always going to be a tag team main event that's going to have a disqualification. This is not just mutually exclusive to the go-home show. Second, they can't think of any other way to get Brock Lesnar involved than have him, come out and just be destructive. So I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that AJ Styles, I think he's probably going to win on Jericho because I don't see Jericho winning.
No, I don't either. There's no point. Jericho puts people over. It's what he does.
That's what Jericho always does. And same with you. I don't know why they gave the Wyatts that big recap for 5 minutes. No one cares.
Yeah, it was out of place. Towards the end like that, it was just like, God, who gives a fuck?
Who really gives a fuck? They're all gonna have Kane and Big Show are gonna have heart attacks by the end of that match.
No, they'll survive. It's just gonna be terrible.
All right, Dave. Well, I'll talk to you on the. I'll give the SmackDown a 6.5.
All right, man. I appreciate the call, buddy.
All right, I'll talk to you on the Fast Lane Prediction Show.
That's right. We'll be here. All right, man. Take it easy. Joseph Martin, everybody. Joseph Martin. Always nice to hear from him. It's always nice to hear from him, man. If you guys want to be like him, be like Matt J, you can call in right now on Skype, David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or use the number 702-751-2902. Get your voice heard. Let the world know that you're talking about SmackDown, that you're talking to the copious fat man, Dead on Dave, and we are talking SmackDown. Yes, the final event before the final event before WrestleMania. That's right. The afterthought pay-per-view of the year. The pay-per-view that matters less than just about anything else. And that's really what it comes down to. It's who gives a shit. It's Fast Lame, everybody. Fast Lame. Where they're going to have Edge and Christian be a bigger deal before the pay-per-view and after the pay-per-view. Matt Ernie, Dave, I'd call in, but due to the flu, D-U-E, not do, because that means you're doing the flu, which is just weird. D-U-E to the flu. My voice is fucked up. See, I'm here for you guys. I'm correcting. I've been more of a grammar Nazi in the past couple of weeks than I ever have, man. I'm usually not that way, but things are bugging me. I'm getting old. I'll be 33 this year. It's not well. Just getting very old. I need some water. That's right. Adrian Alex Poe, ass lame. There you go. But you know what, though? That's a little unfair because anytime that we're talking about butthole pleasures or anywhere near the ass, it can't possibly be lame. It's an exciting experience for all involved. So that'll be a lot of fun. Oh, boy. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff that happened tonight. I thought it was a relatively action-packed episode of the SmackDowns. They did a good job. It was fun. Adrian Alex Poe, 33. You look 53, Dave. Fuck yourself. I feel 53. I can't even get mad because I feel 53. But that's okay. Chris Warren, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, Dave? How you doing, man?
I took a really long drink of water, and I feel good.
I thought
that was random, I know. But that's okay. What you got for me, bud?
I thought SmackDown was actually pretty solid tonight.
It was a really solid show.
It's entertaining. The one problem I had with it was the 6-man tag at the start because honestly,
I didn't think it was a bad match though.
Fan. Yeah, it was an entertaining match. I'm just tired of the League of Nations shtick. I'm not really.
I like the fact that they're not already broken up though. I mean, Barrett's getting ready to leave the company, so I know it's not going to be lasting too much longer. But it's an interesting thing where breaking them up too quickly. I will say this. During this time that they've had the League of Nations, Rusev has looked to got himself in the best shape that we've seen him in the entire time he's been in WWE. He's looking really good. I have a feeling that coming out of this League of Nations storyline, Rusev is going to be getting another push.
I hope that's the case because he really deserves. He's actually like a really talented wrestler,
He is.
Because you wouldn't really expect it from his build, but he can.
Well, I don't know about talented. He's very limited. He's very, very limited in what he does, at least what he's done on WWE programming. But yeah, I do like him. I feel he could be effective. It's just they can't let him talk ever, because we talk about everybody else's deficiencies. I mean, Rusev can't put words together. He can't string cohesive sentences, which is really funny when you're in the lower mid-card and mid-card, but when you get to that higher level, you can't, hot Lana, hold the fish, hot summer. You know, you can't, those things don't work.
I thought the Miz and AJ Styles match was surprisingly really good. I wasn't expecting it to be.
I mean,
It was actually a really
the
solid
Miz
match.
Chris Jericho.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wait, oh, yeah, you're right. That's my bad.
It was a really good match. I thought it was everything the Miz has been doing over this last month has been really, really good.
I like how he's been the middleman in this feud. You know, I
Yeah.
thought it was a nice touch to it.
I like how he's been the middleman, but they haven't put him in the feud. Like, he's not going to be in a triple threat match with these guys. That's really effective. That's smart. I like that.
And then I'm expecting Chris Jericho to go like full blown heel at Fastlane.
More than likely,
after the
but they don't need to. Because that's why I like this storyline so much, because it doesn't need to go the prototypical feud, because he's kind of already done that, where he's worked heel, he's said heel things, but he's not full on heel because there's really no reason for him to do it. This match is about respect. This match is about two veterans, one welcome the other into WWE. So there's really no point in having him go full on heel, unless they're going to be doing something for WrestleMania.
Then the main event, I might be in the minority here, but I actually liked it. I really liked the Dudley Boys.
I
as a
liked
heel
it
tag.
as far as it wasn't like poke myself in the eye with a red hot poker terrible, but it is the same thing that we always see, and I think that's where the complaint comes in. That's where people want to like hit themselves in the head with a fucking hammer, is because it's the same thing that we always see, and that's quite annoying.
Yeah. I wasn't really expecting a finish because in that situation, nobody can really take a pin because they're trying to establish the Dudley Boys as a solid heel tag team. And obviously Ambrose or Reigns aren't going to take a pin because
Well,
they
yeah,
got
no one's taking a pin, but the Dudleys can take a pin whenever. I don't even think they're trying to establish them as a tag team. They're just trying to establish them as a team that's not going to look completely retarded when they lose all the time. I mean, and that's what it comes down to.
That's a good point. For overall though, I'd give it a 7. I'm gonna stretch it 7.5. I think
It was
around
solid.
7.5. Around
It
there.
was solid. It was a solid show. Not a bad show whatsoever. I thought it worked well. Yeah, I agree.
All right, thank you for taking my call, man. Good luck with the rest of the show.
Hey, no
And I'll
problem,
see you at
Chris.
the
I
next
appreciate you
show.
calling in, buddy.
All right, see you around.
Take it easy. Chris Warren, everybody. Chris Warren. He's a good guy. Go ahead and keep on calling in. We'll get to your calls. All calls that I've missed, continue to call back in, and I will get you on the show. If you want to get on the show, I will take your call. Boom. All right. Yeah, it was one of those nights. Very, very strange evening overall, I would say. One could say, as far as, because you want a little bit more out of a go-home show, but yet it was still a better go-home show than we're used to getting from Raw. And I think that's something worth talking about, because no longer is the Raw the actual go-home show. SmackDown is at least being that part of the equation where it's the go-home show now. It's it. And because I'm running out of things to talk about, I think it's time to transition. Because while the amazing review is amazing, and if it was all I gave you, Lord knows that would be enough. Lord knows that would be enough. But I go above and beyond here at Dead on Day Productions. I strive to be more for you. So it's time to put on the other hat. And it is time for your SmackDown Pokemon playthrough, baby. That's right. It's Pokemon time here on the SmackDown review, because that's what we do, man. We talk wrestling and we play Pokemon because we are nerds. So it's Pokemon time, because what better thing is there to do than play Pokemon and talk wrestling. We will continue to take your calls right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Don't worry, we're going to keep taking your calls if you call in, but it's time for Pokemon. Now, don't freak out when you guys see this. I've got 10 badges now. I've progressed quite a bit. In fact, I'm back in the Kanto region. I beat the Pokemon League, and here I am, man. I'm back home, and I'm walking around. I got 10 badges. I'm doing the second half of the game now. I don't know what happened. Actually, the reality is I'm just trying to power through this game, whether it was on camera or not, because the fun stuff's coming, because I think we're playing Black and White version 2 next, and that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Let's take another call. Tony Hall, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Not much. Just I watched SmackDown. I like the ending was really good. I thought Roman Reigns small and drop on Dean Ambrose. I like that part. And the first match, I don't like that part. The first match is like, you know, and this is a good okay show for me.
Yeah, it was a good show. I felt.
It was better than mine. I'm gonna think I get a 5 tonight.
Okie dokie.
You know? So
fair enough. I don't even try to rationalize your ratings anymore.
I know. Hey,
I just kind of go with it. You're just so out there. You never know what you're gonna say. I give it a peanut butter and jelly, Dave. I give it a peanut butter jelly with French fries.
So what do you think of SmackDown tonight? What do you think of it? Like,
I just did a fucking review.
I wasn't paying attention.
What do you mean? What did I think about it? I just did a fucking review. How can you ask me that question, Tony Hall? I just did a review, man.
I'm gonna watch it again. I'll watch it.
You didn't watch it at all. All you do is you want to get your 2 minutes of fame. You want to get your voice heard. You don't watch my show. You don't love me, Tony Hall. You don't care about Dead on Dave. What was my rating tonight? What was my rating?
You
have no fucking clue. You have no clue, Tony Hall.
I know. I don't have a clue. I agree. I could. You know,
you need to go on a Dead on Dave marathon. You need to inundate yourself with everything that is Dave. I can't even talk to you anymore. Tony, I appreciate your call, but you are over the top rope. Tony Hall, over the top rope. And I hope he had a Taka Michinoku landing. Jesus. Unbelievable. What did you think of Monday Night Raw? What do you mean I just did an entire review? I just did an entire review. How could you possibly ask me that question? Tony Hall, everybody. That's how. That's how he can ask that question. Because he's Tony Hall. Let's take another call. 901, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, Dave? How are you doing?
I'm alive, man. I'm alive. What you got
playing
for me,
Pokemon.
Buddy? Yes, I am.
Okay,
man.
so
why not play Pokemon?
Was that a heel turn?
What's that?
Was that a heel turn? Was that a heel turn?
No. It was not a heel turn. By whom? By Roman Reigns?
By Ambrose.
No,
really?
Roman speared him or ran into him. No, it was not a heel turn.
Yeah, that would be Bill Goldberg would shiver at the thought of calling that a spear. That was
it was supposed to be a spear, but because Roman Reigns is fucking awful, honestly I can't even. I'm not even gonna hammer him that much on that one because it looked like Dean Ambrose was turned the wrong way and Roman didn't want to hurt him, so he pulled himself up and they just kind of like bumped shoulders. So I can't beat him up too much because you got to be safe, but still. Which
is weird because that's actually what I've always thought. Dean Ambrose has always been he's above average in the ring to me.
He'll take bumps. He takes bumps with the best of them. That's true.
But actually, fun fact though, he really hates taking huge bumps. From different interviews I've listened to. Like, he's talked about how stupid and how much he hates, like, really, like, over-the-top matches and
He's
stuff like
always
that.
done that, though. When he was Moxley,
I know.
I mean, he's
Well,
always...
yeah, that's what he was talking about. He's like, they just paid me a large amount of money, but I certainly didn't enjoy doing them or want to do them, really.
That's all he
Like,
does. That's why when he was originally going to be brought into WWE, they were working him and Mick Foley angle.
Yep.
Because he's kind of that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. That's weird
So
to
he
hear
basically is his character. But yeah, he definitely is not a fan. You can I forget which podcast. It might have been Jericho, either Jericho or Stone Cold, that he was on a very long time ago. I think either just after the Shield broke up or still currently. He mentioned how much he hated, gigantic gimmick matches. But anyways, yeah, I was really confused by that though.
It's a triple threat match. I don't think there's anything to be confused about.
No, I was just talking about I was confused about the trying to get him into a dirty deed.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well,
why would
because
he
they're just teasing
fear
it.
him?
They're just teasing it.
Yeah, I just wish they've already made it so obvious that he's going to turn that I really don't.
Oh no. See, I think you're wrong. I don't think there's a turn here. I don't think you can turn Dean Ambrose. No. For one, turning him on Roman Reigns, and I think they know this, and this is why they haven't pulled the trigger on it, because turning him on Roman Reigns is not going to be effective. It's not going to work. It's going to hurt Roman Reigns. It's only going to make Dean Ambrose more popular. So I don't think that is coming. I think that they're just working it as a regular. They want to continue to, maybe they might break them up and they might not be the best of friends anymore. But a full on Dean Ambrose heel turn, that's not going to come of this.
No, that would be really dumb, number one. But until I see Roman, if there is going to be a turn here, it obviously should be Roman. If there's going to be a turn.
Yeah, but that's not happening. That's not happening.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'll believe that the day I see it. I'm not believing in, I don't care how many reports from however many, I haven't heard any really, but if I did, I'd just be like, I don't believe it.
Not even from Meltzer.
I wouldn't believe it from Meltzer.
If
either.
Meltzer says it's raining, I got to go outside and fucking put my hand out there, okay? Fuck that, Meltzer.
Okay, I gotta ask, what is your beef with Meltzer? I know you said he was a scumbag, but what did he do?
Do you know wrestling
no
history?
idea.
If you know wrestling history, you don't even have to ask that question. The shit he did in the 80s, man, he was the original National Enquirer of wrestling. You had two guys who were covering wrestling at the time the two major guys. You had After, you had Meltzer. There was a few others. There was Madden. There was a couple other guys, but they weren't as hardcore. Fucking Meltzer, who used to do a radio program back in the day as well, like he does now, he was just attack on fucking Vince McMahon with the most stupid things at a time that just didn't need to be happening. And to this day, Vince still hates him.
Yeah.
He still hates him.
I've heard that. I
Still.
can't, I don't know if I can hate him. I don't know. I'm not going to turn this into Meltzer.
He's got
talk.
like a 40% success rate. And he continues to use the word sources, and he acts like he's a real journalist, and journalism doesn't exist in the first fucking place. And in any venue, does it exist less than it does in wrestling? And I think that's why I don't like him. He tries to act
I
like
think the
he's the
dangerous
ESPN.
thing is about.
He tries to act like he's
Yeah,
the
I mean, he
ESPN of
does.
wrestling, and he's never right.
I do enjoy, though, that he does treat it seriously. I can't lie. That's just a personal preference, because I wish wrestling in general was taken more seriously as far as the announcers and stuff like that.
I don't think that you can. I think it's taken as seriously as it possibly can be. If you take it more seriously, then you're taking away the whole thing that is wrestling. Look, I think the announcers and shit do a really good job of at least keeping in context of that it's its own universe, and they take it seriously. I mean, you look at the different extremes. If they took it more seriously or less seriously, you're looking at Lucha Underground. So it's
Or New Japan. New Japan is where I really want to go. I don't want to go further weird and bizarre.
New Japan would never work here. It would never work.
It's not an established style here. The reason it works so well there is because it's been established. And then,
think about this. Next time that you want to know why you do not want to see New Japan style here, at least as far as from an entertainment standpoint, when they're in the Tokyo Dome especially, listen to the fucking crowd reactions. There's nothing. Japan
Well,
crowd,
you got to keep in mind, it's a different cultural thing there. They are much quieter people.
It very much is. But here's the thing. Those matches are also, and you really, to accentuate the point, look at AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura from Wrestle Kingdom 11 or 10 or whatever just happened. It's a different style. It's slower. It's more brutal. It's more methodical. There's more MMA elements mixed in. And I don't think that's going to play over here in the WWE.
No, I would agree. I think a hint of it would. I don't think a full-on.
Well, I think we do have hints of it. I think we have hints of it now.
Yeah,
the Undertaker has incorporated
with AJ Styles,
Brock Lesnar. I think we have more than just hints of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I don't know. I just really enjoy that style personally, and I agree
do
with
too.
you fully.
Don't take it the wrong way. I do too. I mean, I like that style, but
I'm super excited that JR is going to be doing the show as well. Announcing.
I thought there was a potential that could be a game changer, but now I'm starting to think that it's not.
I mean it depends for me. If it can get traction, I believe if it can get traction and actually get going with people supporting it, would spread more. Because I do think that the want for
at this point in his career, at this point where he is as far as his commentating ability, because I don't think it's as strong as it used to be, and I don't think that's even an unfair criticism. The only advantage he has over Murio, who he is actually replacing, is the fact that he has a name, he has a legacy, you know.
Yeah, and he has that voice, the guy you know.
He's the guy you know, but you go back to, I mean, think of it this way. This is not the first time that he has promoted or even called New Japan. They went and had him and Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, Wrestle Kingdom 9.
Yes, at Wrestle Kingdom 9. Almost for like 6 months, they built up this event, right? And I got to be honest, I didn't think his commentary was all that good. And I think a big part of that is because Stryker's so fucking terrible. But
even he said Stryker was terrible. Even going in there, that knucklehead Stryker.
God, Stryker is the worst. He's a big reason why I can't even begin to take Lucha seriously. Like if I wanted to try to take Lucha seriously, which I can't because you can't make wrestlers actors. It just doesn't work. But even if I wanted
WWE has tried.
Yeah, Lord knows
they should have learned.
And then we end up getting Katie Vick situations. I mean, Jesus Christ, don't get too complicated. But even if I wanted to, I can't get past motherfucking dickhead Matt Stryker. I can't. Yeah. He's awful.
It wasn't as bad as this year, though. Did you hear that they tried to actually get an old Japanese wrestler to help with commentary, English commentary, to explain things?
They brought in, and that's funny that you say that, because did you watch it this year?
Yeah, I did.
They brought in, they had Japanese wrestlers come in and do commentating during matches. There was a guy, who was it? Who was in the, he was commentating during the AJ Styles match.
Yeah.
And he was awful.
They were pretty awful. Yeah, they did not speak, I don't think they spoke English as well as they had hoped.
Yeah.
Because speaking English is very different from announcing. Announcing, it's like the difference between, speak Spanish.
You're breaking up on me, buddy. You're breaking up on me.
Okay. Wait, can you hear me now?
A little bit.
Okay, just really quick. It's the difference between taking Spanish from like an English speaker that also knows Spanish and listening to Spanish radio.
Fair enough.
That's the big difference between announcing and talking.
What's your rating tonight,
buddy? I'll let
you
go on that one.
What's your rating tonight?
Man, this is the first time I've watched SmackDown in a very long time. I'd give it a 6 or 5. I thought the Miz match went on way too long.
Okay, all I asked was for the rating.
Okay. Yeah.
You've talked 10 minutes. It's time for you to go. Get out of here, buddy. Thanks a lot for the call.
Hit me with another.
He kept going. Joining me now is my good buddy, my good friend from XLT Live Podcast, Too Tall. What's going on, bud?
What up, man?
What's up, dude?
Stuff and stuff. Hope
Why were you aggressive
with
the man? What up, man? That was aggressive.
What up, bruh?
Very aggressive.
Bruh. Very aggressive tonight. Yeah.
How you doing, man? You still live over at XLT Live Podcast?
No, we shut it down.
You wrapped it
I
up?
think an hour was good enough.
Yeah. I'm playing Pokemon.
I can see.
Yeah. Because I don't know if you know this, but I want to be the very best.
All around?
Like no one ever was.
Yeah.
Because to catch them, that is my true test. And to train them, that's my cause. I'm willing to travel across the land searching far and wide to teach Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. What's up, man?
Nothing, man. Yo, you won't believe this, dude. I'll tell you a funny story. I had people message me for using a green screen and tell me it's like I'm an idiot.
Oh, because you're using Chroma.
Yeah, people are like, this is bullshit. What kind of fucking show are you trying to run? I'm like, what the? How does this affect your day at all?
Oh, I just thought they were making fun of you because you had your colors off.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. I don't know
have
about
you not
tonight's
seen
show.
my last 2 shows, bro?
No, NXT.
You probably
I saw,
haven't because you don't care about me, but that's okay.
You were colored weird.
What?
On NXT, your coloring is all weird.
No.
Yeah, you look like you have a really bad tan.
No.
Yeah. I'm going to go look at it again right now so I can make fun of you.
I'm about to go look at it right now, you dick.
Hey!
Dick.
What's up with that, man? You don't got to dick me.
Oh no, that's the lights. Sorry, I have the lights put up, but I haven't put those white little blinders for them up. So that's just like it being really, really light. Progressive. Like the lights are in your fucking face. That's what that is.
You definitely look red. You look reddish.
Yeah, it's because the lights.
All right, so now I think that you owe me an apology for calling me a dick.
If you like, I can just delete my channel.
That seems to be extreme.
I'm willing
I
to
like
do
that
it.
you're using the green screen, man.
Yeah, that's my face looks red, but it's just because there's 2 fucking literally like commercial lighting in my room now, or the basement now. So
if I can
there's
afford
these
it,
little
I would
blinders
use a
that
green screen. If I can afford it, I buy a green screen. Fuck
It's
yeah.
only like $150.
Dude, that's a lot of money for me, buddy.
For everything, not just the green screen.
That's a lot of money for me. $150 is a lot of
Amazon
money.
for like $150 for everything.
It's a lot of money. A lot of money. If I had $150, I'd be putting it towards a fucking console.
Fuck consoles.
Oh,
Right?
that's extreme.
I'm an extreme person tonight, man.
Yeah, I see that. Jesus. All aggressive and stuff.
I am.
Other than that, though, hey, what did you think of SmackDown?
It was good. I think my favorite part was Kevin Owens on commentary. That was the highlight, and him talking shit to Michael Cole, and then when they asked him, what do you think Alberto Del Rio is going to say if he wins the title, and he was like, I don't know, something in Spanish probably.
That's right.
Like, I fucking died. I was like, this guy's awesome.
He is, man. He's fantastic.
Fucking Kevin Owens killing it.
He gives 0 fucks, and I love that about him. He just doesn't care. Well, he cares too, but it sounds like he doesn't care. That's why he's so good. Because you can tell that he really loves what he does, and he puts everything into it. I want to see him punch Cole right in the suck hole.
That'd be hilarious.
Right in the baby maker. The rest of the commentary was awful tonight. I don't know if I'm just tuning out Lawler more, but he's becoming more tolerable, mainly because I think I've gone deaf to his ways. But I don't know. Let's take a call. Because you're being inordinately quiet, so I'm going to take a call. 618, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, man?
What's up, Doug?
I can't call it, man. I'm sitting here. I had watched SmackDown tonight, and I think SmackDown was boring. And I think Fastlane is going to be boring as hell. If Dean Ambrose does not win, I'm going to riot.
You're going to what?
I'm going to riot.
You're going to
if
riot?
Ambrose does not win.
Oh, you're going to riot?
Yes,
Well,
Ambrose does not win.
get your Molotov cocktails ready because he ain't fucking winning.
I mean, look here. He's in his home state. This whole Roman Reigns bullshit is starting to don't get me wrong. only reason why Roman Reigns is really getting this type of push, look who his fucking family is. Rikishi, The Rock, Yoko, the Wild Samoan, Umaga, Tamina, Superfly, all this shit.
To an extent, it's about his look too.
It will, I guarantee you this, it will be a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Ambrose needs to hit his ass with dirty deeds. If you watch Raw Monday night, which I know you did there, because you're the copious king.
Yes, I am. This is true.
When Ambrose,
this is true.
When Ambrose went to hit dirty deeds, that fucking crowd went ape shit.
Yeah.
Just imagine if he hits dirty deeds this Sunday. How fucking
well, he's going to. It's a triple threat match. That's the thing. Everybody keeps talking about a heel. There's not going to be a heel turn. There's no heel turn here. It's a triple threat match. These two are going to fight, and all they've done is work that into the angle. I don't think you need to have a full-on turn because you could just go with Dean Ambrose going over here because it's ridiculous how over Dean is at this point. But Vince loves Roman Reigns. He loves him. He's in love with him. He masturbates to the thought.
He loves the Roman cock. That's what he wants.
Yes, he does. He believes
loves the
that.
Roman cock.
And you can believe.
Look here. Look here. Let's see here. Let's see. Brock,
you look here.
Former champion. Roman Reigns, former champion. Give Ambrose. He just lost the fucking IC title to who? KO? Kevin Owens? Yes. Give Ambrose a shot. He damn near came close at the Royal Rumble. Give this man his fucking dues, man. It's time for him.
I think he will eventually. I think he will eventually, but here's the problem. For the past 2 years, they've been building to this culmination of crowning Roman Reigns as the absolute 100% man. This is the coronation at WrestleMania. That's what people have got on. It's the wrong move. But this is the thought process. It is a coronation it's a culmination of the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. Roman is walking out of there as champion, as a 3-time champion, if you really want to get sick out of your ass.
But think about this though, Dave. Okay. Out of the Shield members, what happened first? Okay, we had what? Seth become champion first. Roman Reigns won the championship second. Mm-hmm. Give Dean what he rightfully deserves.
No, I don't know what he deserves, but he's certainly going to be champion at some point. He's too over not to be. I just don't know when. It's not going to be now. But it will happen. What's your rating for tonight's SmackDown, man?
Well, I'd give SmackDown maybe a 6 because I don't think SmackDown's really all that good to me. Raw stuff. The only thing good about WWE right now is, I will say this faithfully and honestly, is NXT. Yeah. So for all the callers and everybody in the chat right now, if you don't watch NXT, what the fuck are you living for? Because NXT, I guarantee you, NXT in Dallas is going to blow WrestleMania out in fucking water.
They're going to be two different shows. It's going to be interesting to see what they do. But NXT is the best product on television right now when it comes to wrestling. So I agree with you there. But I don't think that the WWE product is it's getting a little bit better as of late. SmackDown in particular, I've really been enamored with, and it's getting better. So we'll see what happens, man. Hey, I appreciate the call. Right. You have yourself a really good night, bud.
All right, before I go, I got to say one thing before I go. I'd rather watch reruns of everything you do on YouTube than watch Raw and SmackDown right now.
Fair enough.
That's because you have the copious cock, you're the copious king, and you are the copious motherfucking one. You should headline WrestleMania. Fuck the other faggot. It should be you good on that.
Nah, I don't think that would sell, but I appreciate it anyway. You have yourself a good night. I cut him off before he could start calling me names because I knew it was coming. I felt that was the troll. Maybe I'm wrong. What's up, Too Tall, man? I don't like you being this quiet. It scares me. You're too large. You're too large to be this quiet. It feels like there's a coup going on.
Yeah, I'm just, chilling, enjoying the show.
Oh, Well, that's weird.
I can leave if you like. If I'm
No,
shitting on
I
the
just
show,
want
I'll
you to
leave.
be
Like, I don't want to be the
involved.
guy that's shitting on your show,
I
man.
just want you to co-host, man. I need you to say things.
I'm co-hosting. The guy just wanted to fucking talk his dick out, so I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna let Dave handle him.
Oh no, I'm
Fucking-
talking
okay.
now. I don't give a fuck about during that call. I'm talking now.
Oh.
Talk to me now.
Oh, it's going great. SmackDown was pretty good, and
Fuck SmackDown. I'm done with SmackDown. I'm playing Pokemon.
Pokemon. Yo, have you ever played the old Pokemon game? I forgot what it was, like the Pokemon Arena stuff.
Oh, Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, you ever play that game?
I played it. Not on here.
I like
but
that one.
played
That was
it.
pretty fun.
Yeah, it was fun. Fuck yeah, I'm tired.
Why you tired, man? I just got here.
It's 5:16 in the morning, dude.
Yeah, you did NXT like at 8.
Yeah, which is turning out to be a really good move. I'm starting to like that idea of not going directly after NXT because I need a little bit of sleep. So.
Yeah. As long as you're not dying, that's all that matters.
Well, I mean, currently I'm not. I mean, that's a good thing. I think I'll make it through this show, but who knows? Who knows? It's not a good time to be a Vancura where we're kicking off. I just lost my aunt the other night.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. The women in my family don't make it to 60, and she died at 59 years old. Cancer gets them all, man. Just kind of how it is here.
Fuck, well, this okay. Well, okay. Like, how do you respond?
I'm not trying to bring down the mood or nothing.
I thought I was being fucking depressing.
Why are you so depressing?
That's sad,
What's wrong?
man. That's sad, man. But
why? It's just
my
death.
condolences, bro. My condolences.
I appreciate that, but it's just death. I mean, I've been to.
By the way, that's the first time I've used my condolences in like 10 years. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate you busting that out for me. That's
yeah,
good
no
stuff.
problem.
It's good stuff. I do appreciate that. It's very classy. It's much better than "I'm sorry for your loss, motherfucker."
What the fuck? Did somebody do that?
Which is staunchly less classy, but
yes,
fun.
Did somebody actually do that though?
I've gotten it. I've probably said it.
All right.
Let's take another call, man.
All right.
Because I don't know this number. 513. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's going on, Dave? It's Logan Bart from the chat, man. What's going on, man?
What's going on, man? Hey, you direct your question to Tutal. I'm going to put him to work.
Okay, absolutely.
There you go. Go
So
with
I'm
it.
headed to Fastlane this weekend, and
You're going to Fastlane?
I'm going to Fastlane, man.
Woo!
I am a
Hookers and beer, bro. Hookers and beer.
Yes.
You got that right, bro. I'm just going for the simple fact that I'm a Cincinnati guy, man, and Ambrose is a Cincinnati guy. So, I'm headed up there to watch Ambrose hopefully win. But my question is, do you guys see maybe Ambrose and Reigns getting into, like, some type of triple threat at Mania with Triple H? Just so Reigns built Mania doesn't,
God damn. If WrestleMania turns into another triple threat match, I'm done. I'm not watching the rest of it. I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna watch that match. It's gonna be what, almost 4 years in a row?
Yeah. I just don't think you can go. I don't think you can go fucking triple threat to triple threat. You know, we're going triple threat at Fastlane. We can't go to triple threat to Mania as well.
Well, yeah, right. I don't agree with that. You know, the triple threat thing. I would want to see it happen, but with the way the crowd's responding to Reigns, you almost have to consider it because the main event would be a waste again. You know, similar to last year. I know Reigns kind of got over towards the end in a way, but you have to look at it, man. If Ambrose doesn't win, or Lesnar, and it's just Reigns and Triple H, I don't know how that's going to go over, man.
Well, you're assuming they care. And that's the thing. I'm not sure that they give a fuck because Vince is convinced that this is going to work, and he needs to see it fail. If that's what it takes, then that's what it's going to take, because he's going to see this through. And I just don't see anything else coming into this match. Tutal, do you see any possibility of a change here?
Fuck no. But here's another thing that's really telling is that the Wyatt family is going the 6-man tag match and Bray Wyatt's not even involved.
Yeah.
So I mean, right now I'm convinced that Bray Wyatt attacks Lesnar. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
I'm fucking convinced that's going to happen. And then Dean Ambrose is going to take a loss unless they really want to be fucking fresh. Dean Ambrose is over as fuck. So yeah, if Dean Ambrose gets a win over Roman Reigns, I think the crowd's going to love it. I don't think Dean Ambrose is going to get booed. You know,
no, he could fucking take a dildo and shove it up Roman Reigns' ass.
Yes,
he's not getting booed. He's not.
True.
He could kidnap Roman Reigns' daughter, and he's not getting booed.
Right.
Yeah, they'd be on Twitter like, fucking kidnap her.
Are they going to pull the trigger on the Ambrose heel turn, or I mean, it
doesn't. Ambrose can't. Ambrose is. There's no such thing as Ambrose heel.
Yeah,
that's the funny. There's no such thing.
He's a tweener at worst.
Yeah, there's no such thing as an Ambrose heel because they're gonna cheer that guy no matter what. Especially if he attacks Roman Reigns, he's gonna fucking get cheered out the building, man. in his home state. So
yeah.
I'll tell you what. If Ambrose loses, and Roman Reigns wins, there's gonna be a lot of pissed off people. Think about where we are now.
There's a no win here.
Yeah.
No, there's no win at all. I mean, there's everyone in Ohio right now that I talk to, man. We're all pulling for Ambrose. I mean,
of course, because you're all from Ohio.
Yeah, well, yeah, I understand that, but I mean, like, it's just a terrible situation, even more so for WWE now, because they have Ambrose, an Ohio native, going into Fastlane. We're all thinking in the back of our heads, hey, he lost the IC title. Does he got a shot? I mean, I at the end of the day, I think Reigns wins the match. I think he goes on to face Triple H. I just wanted to see and hear your guys' opinions on possibly them trying to pull off some type of triple threat again, which, I mean, I don't know how they do it, but you know how WWE is. I mean, who knows what they'll try to pull out of their ass. But
I think the biggest issue is any way they go outside of Dean Ambrose winning this match is where do you go from here? And that's why I think there's still a possibility of maybe Brock Lesnar not getting attacked by Bray Wyatt, because one good way to go is to have Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar singles match at WrestleMania. That would be everything that we've seen out of Dean Ambrose. He at least has earned that, don't you think?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Because if not, what are they going to do with him? Intercontinental title ladder match? I mean, what are they going to do with him?
Ooh, again?
Oh, my God. That spot last year, at last year's Mania, man, that was fucking gruesome, dude.
That power bomb. Woo!
Holy shit, man. What a spot, dude. You got to have some balls to take that.
or a lack of brains, either one. Either one.
Dude, he's psycho, man.
I mean, Ambrose is taking a saw to the face, so
that's true.
It's not like that was, you know, a new thing for him to a spot like that. I'm sure he was fucking willing.
He's also been beaten by an exploding television.
Yes,
that's true.
Let's just not forget that.
Ambrose thing, that would only help, you know, Ambrose, you know, grow as far as the main event guy. I mean, getting in the ring, I mean, he'd probably lose ultimately to Lesnar, but being in that match with Lesnar, that only, you know, elevates his status in the WWE. When you think about it. I mean,
to an extent, I don't think he can lose. I wouldn't have him lose that match. I'd have him beat. Lesnar's got to lose. I'm getting to the point where this whole spectacle of Lesnar has run its course. Like, I'm over. I get he's a special athlete. He's a special attraction. But I'm getting tired of when he has appearances, it's just him interfering. I want to see something more substantial out of the beast.
Mm-hmm. I agree 100%.
I don't know. It's like
him showing up for the big pay-per-views. I mean, it's not enough for me, and I think the spectacle of Brock Lesnar has worn off. I agree 100%. But Dave Tutal, I appreciate you taking my call tonight, and look forward to watching your guys' reviews and stuff this weekend. Appreciate it, man.
No problem, man. I appreciate the call. Thanks a lot, man.
Woo!
Yep. See you, man.
Take it easy. That was nice.
Hookers and beer.
We got some good calls tonight. Are you doing a prediction show this weekend?
Yeah.
Me too.
Late night though.
When?
Like much later than yours. 10:15 Eastern Standard.
10:15 Eastern Standard. So that's 4:15 Eastern. That's amazing. That's the exact same time I was doing mine.
Nuh-uh, get the fuck out. Get out of here. Are you serious?
No.
I would fucking change my time right now then if I'm fucking overriding.
Why you're trying to avoid me? Why are you trying to avoid me, man? That's not cool.
I've gone too far, man.
I don't know. I'm back in Pallet Town. I'm really excited about that. I'm not sure when I'm doing mine. I don't know if I'm just going to integrate it into Dead on Dave Live, or will I do Dead on Dave Live on Sunday? I don't know. Should I put them together, or should I keep them separate? I don't know.
You could put it together. Oh, by the way, Sal just sent me over some like the pretty much almost the finished product.
Oh yeah.
Of the oh my god, I want to touch his butthole, bro. Like
the dude has
so
been in the
good.
hospital like all week, right?
It's crazy.
He gets out of the hospital, and I get like literally 10 graphics today and updates to other graphics. The dude is sick. He's a sick old man. He's fantastic. I got some good stuff from him today as well. He's great, man.
Fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, I do. I fucking love this guy. I would touch his booty hole too. Booty hole.
Oh shit.
He's the man.
Yeah.
He is the man. He makes my
So
life
where
so
you-
much easier. My life used to be very chaotic with this stuff, but not anymore.
I mean, yeah, your stuff's improved, man. It's what happens when you run a good show. You know, my stuff just went down in the toilet.
Oh, here's the self-deprecating hour starring Tito. I'm a piece of shit, Dave.
Piece of shit. Nobody loves me. What the
Nobody loves me. You know who loves you? I'm not trying to call him out here, but I went and checked out your show tonight, right? I just went in there as I wanted to see what you were up to. And I noticed that my man, the official musician of Dead on Dave Productions, Jay Davis, Real Talk, was not in my chat, but there he was.
He's in your chat.
No, he wasn't earlier. He came in when you came over.
Oh.
He has forsaken me. He's a too tall guy now. He hates you, boy, now. I don't understand it. He loves you more. It's all right, though. I'm terrible. See, you always say that you're awful, but God, I am awful. I'm the Braun Strowman of fucking wrestling podcasts.
Yeah. Fuck.
Big, bearded, and terrible. That'd make a great shirt. That is big, bearded, and horrible. Big, bearded, and no, I gotta use a B word. Gotta use a B word. I don't know.
And booty.
No, I don't want to booty. Booty. Yes. I
just said booty.
I'm agreeing with you, fuckhead.
God.
I'm agreeing with you. It was a good word. I'm done. I don't want to play Pokemon anymore. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of this game.
Why don't you play something else?
I don't want to go through the hassle. I will play something.
Game.
I'm going to play something else eventually. I just don't know what. Tonight, though, for me, Friday night, I believe we're bringing back for another week of Friday Night Scares.
And you were done with that.
I might take another shot at Outlast.
Oh, jeez.
Because I think that if I ate a hot pepper while playing Outlast, that might counteract the fear hormones.
I think if I inflict pain on myself, the other pain will not be as great.
Exactly. It's science. I'm using science.
Oh, shit.
I mean, I use a stimulator, spinal cord stimulator, to help me not feel pain. So obviously, if I use pain, I won't feel fear, right?
Yeah.
That's sound logic. I don't give a fuck.
Stands to reason.
That's logic, man.
I mean, it stands to reason, bro.
I think it'll work. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might play something else. I don't know what I want to do. It was fun. People did enjoy it, but it was such a short show because I almost had a heart attack.
Yeah, I think people enjoyed it because they thought you were going to die, which is really fucking cruel.
It is pretty cruel because they just want to see a fat guy scream.
Yeah.
And they got it. They did get it. So it's all good. Yeah, I think an hour and a half is going to wrap it up. I think that we're good on time here. We had a good show. Too Tall, I appreciate you coming over after your show. Make sure you go check out my man here, Too Tall, over at XLT Live Podcast. He's fantastically phenomenal at what he does. Make sure you go. He got a green screen, folks. He's got a fucking green screen. Go check him out, man. He's the man. You got anything else for the kids?
Subscribe to Dave. Woo!
Woo! Dude, I'm telling you. Speaking of subscribing to Dave, if you do subscribe to me, you will be getting me closer to 2,000 subs. And why this is a big deal, because I feel 2,000 will ultimately be my plateau. I'm going to celebrate so fucking hard for 2,000 subs, it's going to make you sick. It's going to be like, really, you fat fuck? You're going that hard? Yes, I'm going gay porn hard for fucking this 2,000 subs. We're going to get crazy. I'm going to get fireworks. It's going to be insane. I'm looking forward to it. So you guys can get me closer. We're almost there, halfway there in the 100 category. We're more than halfway there in the grand scheme of things. Yes, but still, go check it out, man. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, get yourself some Dead on Dave merchandise and all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and I appreciate you coming on and hanging out with me, pulling double duty again tonight, Too Tall.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. And tomorrow there'll be something. I don't know what it'll be. It might be a Friday Night Scares. It might just be a regular, maybe a retro gaming night. I don't know. We're going to do something. So thank you guys for joining us right here on Dead on Dave Productions. As always, like, subscribe, and share. And if you don't have talent, tell them, Too Tall.
You have a big cock.
You know, I'm trying to run a professional operation here, man.
I'm sorry. If you don't have talent, have talented friends.
Yes, he did it. I Chad Gabled
include me.
I Chad Gabled you, and it worked.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Willing?
And Gable.
Yeah.
Keep it copious, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. Peace. My chair squeaks too much.